For our group advocacy project, we chose to protect and make the community more aware of Lake Nockamixon Park and the effects of this monster we call pollution.
Pollution is just ruining everything.
Oh, hi, and welcome. Today's advocators include Anthony, Paolo, Morgan, John, Ken, and Mo. And together, we make up Group 5.
Our group is pretty much trying to, well, one, definitely clean up the park and take care of litter.
Okay, we found our first evidence of trash at Lake Nockamixon State Park. Here's Mo. Say hi.
Hello.
Morgan's over there. And yeah, I'm going to put some trash in this trash bag.
And just try and keep it, clean and to conserve it. And another part of our project is to just make the public conscious and do that by doing like public demonstrations.
Be sure and tell them Large Marge sent ya.
Our natural waters are the major source of our drinking water. In fact, 75, almost invariably, man settled near to water. He needed water for his domestic use, for food production, for his industries, and for transportation.
Alright, what did you want to say about Lake Nockamixon, about the water or something?
The more I'm researching, the more I'm finding out that most of the problem was like with pollution from runoff and like people dumping stuff in the lake, and that was most of the problem. It's not so much the land, the littering and all that. It was more runoff and water pollution.
Being near water, his communities dumped their waste matter, their sewage, into the streams for easy disposal.
Clear, clean water being poured into a large glass container. As seen through a microscope, some particles of pollutant are dropped into the water. Rapidly, they start to spread. Now the pollutant is spreading more and more. Soon it will affect all the water.
Think about it this way. Nature is like a big house of everybody. So, would you think when you invite somebody at your house, you want to see it, when people want to see it like dirty and doesn't look good, or you want to see people see it, your house beautiful, smells good, everything's neat, so they can have good time with you too. So I guess everybody should, because we all live in this world together, we all should cooperate together to get a better house, which is nature.
Pollution. It's pathetic, the air that we've been breathing today. Straight up, man, we can't live in a world this way. I mean, people just littering, they must be on some mission. But we gotta do it since the adults won't listen. Now this is the worst here. I know what you mean. We can't swim in this mess, let's keep the water clean. Keep the water clean.
Alright, as you know, we're on our way to State Lake Nockamixon Park. We have an interview at the marina at 4 o'clock with the park ranger. He's going to give us a tour of the lake on boat, which I think is pretty cool. So far, it's only myself and Ken, and I think some of the other members, or one other member, is going to be meeting us later on today.
I'm looking forward to meeting Ranger Tom.
Got to find a solution to this pollution. Oh, oh, oh. Got to find a solution to this pollution. Yeah. Got to find a solution to this pollution. Oh, gotta find a solution to this pollution. The poor man I feel it. Oh,
This is go over all this. Got state park maps for you. These are the Nockamixon. There's more than 6, so that I think common birds of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
This is a state park and forest welcome kit. History of Lake Nockamixon State Park. Most common fish caught at Lake Nockamixon. Information from the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission on all about fish.
Okay.
Animal tracks. You ever see tracks in the snow and wonder what they are? Now you'll be able to pick them out.
Cool.
All of Pennsylvania's turtles, and some posters for you all as well. Your question was, are there rules that apply in the park that don't apply in the general public? There are. What do you think you're doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were here.
Do me a favor, turn around, put your hands above your head. Above your head. Interlace your fingers on the back of your head. Hey, taking you into custody for not caring about nature. Let's go.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Hello.
So here we are at State Lake Nockamixon Park. We made an appointment with the ranger at the marina. He's going to give us a boat tour right now.
Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. Ground
Different species of fish. Approximately a dozen species of fish. We also have large and smallmouth bass, as well as muskie. It's a muskellunge. Largest one caught in here was 48 inches long.
All right, we eat tonight.
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3.
Now, Mr. Ranger, I'd like to have an opportunity to have you explain to our viewers the importance of wildlife conservation.
The main reason that we need to be able to conserve not only our wildlife, but our resources as well as our lands is the moment we stop conserving them. More conservation than preservation. If we conserve the property, conserve our resources, we'll have it forever.
Now, given the troublesome fiscal issues our government is now facing in these modern times, why would you say that keeping state parks up and running is so important?
In Pennsylvania, what we try to do is we try to make it available that for the last 100 years, it's been the goal to have a state park within 25 minutes of the mass population areas.
I've had this quandary that it's possible that the generation, especially those of the younger generation, have sort of separated from nature and communicating with Mother Earth. While you've been working here, have you ever experienced anything of the sort?
One of the funniest things we see here are you pull through the park into a picnic area, and there's 10 kids there at the picnic area, and instead of utilizing the lake, we'll loan fishing poles to kids. Instead of using the lake, going fishing, going to boat rental and renting a boat, you'll have 15 kids sitting there with DSs, playing video games, texting on cell phones. There's a large disconnect between people and nature now. And every year, although our park attendance with the economy being bad has gone up, you had a steady drop in park attendance because people were technology. You got Disney, you got all the theme parks down in Florida, and now that the economy's tough, we've seen park attendance climbing, and it's it's great for the state parks. It's great for our attendance, and hopefully people will start to reignite that love of nature and being out here.
Sorry to interrupt the interview, Tom, but as of right now, we are going to show our viewers a special treat. We are going to show you a latest computer-generated rendering system of the possible pollution contaminants that can happen in our state park systems. Now, Bill, do you want to take it from here?
This is happening in Glacier National Park. I climbed to the top of this in 1998 with one of my daughters. Within 15 years, this will be the park formerly known as Glacier. Here is what's been happening year by year to the Columbia Glacier. It just retreats every single year.
Time to participate. And the problem is, when you don't know yourself, you don't know that you're being like that. You don't know that I'm going to throw all these chemicals because I want to save the corn. I'm not even, if you're not thinking about what happens to all the life going around that corn because you're thinking about profit. I understand that. I can understand why people do that. It's not I'm looking at these people like they're the devil or anything that we do. Like I believe that everyone's good. I don't think the guy that does that or the guy that even invented what was that thing that the lady fought against? DDT?
DDT, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not saying like the guy or the chemist or whatever that came out with that is evil. Like, I don't think the guy had ill intentions, but I think we're always in this rush. I think that's our biggest problem. I feel one of our biggest problems. We're in this huge rush, a rush to nothingness. Because all that, and even you can even tell, if you just sit there with it and think about all these electronics and all these things, you can feel the heaviness that comes with it. The heaviness of I have to have this or I have to have that. You can feel it's heavy, But when you think about that, when you think about just walking and don't even give a shit, you're just walking, That's it. You're like light as a feather.